Welcome back, all of my tacticians, and here we are once again. We're going to be wrapping up how to prepare our very first VGC team. You know, it's for beginners, so not all of these Pokemon will make sense. I believe someone in my last video said, why would you bring 3 water types? That's a bad move. Look, it's only for, just to teach you all how to do it. And this team may have 3 water types, maybe, susceptible to, electric types, grass types, for example. But, it's still a very powerful, very reliable team. So, in any case, last time we only talked about the moves and, the abilities. This time, we're going to be going over the item choices and the EV spread for our various Pokemon and what their position on the team are going to be doing because of that. So, starting off, last week we had Haxorus going to be our sweeper. So, what do we need for a sweeper? We have 2 item choices. We can either go for the choice items, or we can go for something like a berry. So in this case, we're going to be going for the berry item, or not the berry. We're going to be going for the choice item. In this case, a choice scarf. Now, Haxorus does not need a lot of help in terms of increasing its attacking power. What it needs is increasing its speed. So for the choice scarf item, we're going to be locking ourselves into the first move we, hit, but we're going to be moving much faster because of the choice scarf. And with our adamant nature, in this case, we're going to be going for an adamant nature EV spread. We're going to be maxing our physical attack, going to be maxing our speed out. We will not need, anything else in terms of offensive pressure. We could go for a choice band if we really wanted to, deal massive amounts of damage. We could do that, but Haxorus doesn't need all that much help in the attacking department. What it needs is help in the speed department. So that is what the choice scarf will do. It'll increase our speed by 50% of our total speed. So that gives us enough speed to, outspeed certain Pokemon like Pheromosa. I know a lot of people hate being outsped by Pheromosa. And with the choice scarf on Haxorus, it'll be able to, outspeed Pheromosa. Now, moving on to our tank Pokemon, aka our wall. Toxapex does not need a lot of investment into, well, a lot of things actually. It doesn't need help in the physical attacking, it doesn't need help in the special attacking department. What it needs is the defensive boost. So, we're going to be going for a relaxed nature, increasing our physical defenses. We will be lowering our speed because of this nature. And we're going to be maxing out both of our physical and special attacking EVs. Or not physical and special attacking, our physical and special defense EVs. I don't know why I said physical or special attacking. I'm running out of words here. And we're going to be just putting our remaining 4 EVs into our special attack because why not? We could invest into our HP if we wanted to, but that doesn't give us a whole lot of health. Actually, it does give us a bit more health into there. We get like around 27 or so, give or take. But I prefer to max out my defenses when it comes to really defensive Pokemon such as Toxapex. We'll be relying mostly on our bulk to survive attacks, and because of our ability and our item selection, in this case, we're going to be going for the Black Sludge for Toxapex. We will be able to switch in and out of battle very frequently and be able to regenerate our health quite easily. And in the event Toxapex is forced to stay in for whatever reason, it's got the recover move so that it can stay in the fight. So that's going to be what our Toxapex is going to be doing. That's our wall. For our support Pokemon, Liepard, well, Liepard can be either physical or special attacking natures, but in this case, I'm going to go for the Jolly nature, and I'm going to give Liepard a Focus Sash. So, the reason why I'm going for the Jolly nature is, when you come across other support Pokemon, other prankster Pokemon, it's going to come down to whose prankster Pokemon has either the superior speed or the superior priority moves. So, if 2 Pokemon are using the same move, like let's say 2 Liepards are staring each other down, whoever goes first is going to be the one that wins. So, in this case, having more speed will give you the advantage. So that's why we're going for the Jolly nature. Going to be maxing out our speed, our physical attack, and we're going to be going for the Focus Sash so that we can at least survive 1 turn, or at least 1 attack. So, moving on to our general Pokemon now. So, last time I said Nothing scares Intimidate users more than a Milotic with a competitive nature or a competitive ability and the Adrenaline Orb. So there you go. Strap the Adrenaline Orb. If Milotic gets intimidated, and let me guarantee you will be fighting Intimidate Pokemon in VGC. You may not run into one every opponent, but at least one team every so often will have an Intimidate user. Let me tell you, this Adrenaline Orb really scares them. The fact that you can get a free +2 attack, +1 speed onto Milotic with its ability, that is very scary. As for our nature, we're going to go for a modest nature. And we're going to be maxing out our special attack to the maximum with the modest nature and EVs. As for HP and special defense, you know, you can split it up evenly as much as you want. You know, give yourself a bit of blending so that you can survive some more hits. We won't be investing much into our defense stat, but you know, that's not. Don't worry about Milotic. We have other ways to deal with physical attackers. Speaking of our physical attackers, we got Garchomp on the field, and it's going to be hitting hard with the Groundium Z move and a Jolly Nature with max speed and physical attack. So, like I said before, Garchomp is a very reliable, very fast Pokemon. It can hit hard, hit fast, and deal the damage you need, and can take a few hits if you need it to. There is very little out there that can destroy a Garchomp in one shot. I mean, that was before Generation 7 with all the Z moves, but outside of the Z moves, Garchomp can pretty much survive at least one hit outside of an Ice Beam. If it gets hit with an Ice Beam or a physical attacking Ice move, it's not going to survive very long, but other than that, Garchomp can take a hit. And with the Groundium Z move for that massive Earthquake damage, or at least the ground type damage burst to deal with opponents, you can pretty much rely on Garchomp to do what it needs to do and, you know, survive. So, finally, we're going to be moving on to our 6th and final general Pokemon. It's going to be Tapu Fini. So, Tapu Fini is going to be running the Calm Mind, Ice Beam, Muddy Water, Moonblast setup. And for that, Tapu Fini is going to need a little bit of help when it comes to setting her up. So, in this case, we're going to be giving her the Agua Berry. So, Agua Berry is going to be increasing her health by around 50% if she drops below like 30% health or so. As for her EV spread and nature, we're going to be going for the Calm Nature, because that's going to really help us out, increasing our special defenses and decreasing our physical attack. We don't need that physical attack, so don't worry about it. Fini's going to be using Calm Mind to set up her special attack, so she won't need as much investment into the special attack category, but she will need that increase into her special defense so that she can stay in the fight as long as possible. Now, as for EV spread, I maxed out her special defense and her HP. You can go for a max special attack if you really want to, but Fini really needs help in that HP category, just to make sure she can stay in the fight for as long as possible. And so, there you go. That is the EV spread, the item selection for each of our 6 Pokemon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you all learned a few things based on, you know, this team that I put together. You can create your own team. You can create many variations of teams. Let me tell you, there are a lot of teams out there. Everyone has their own preferences for certain Pokemon. For example, some people may prefer Tapu Koko instead of Garchomp for their Z move user, or another Pokemon instead of Milotic for their anti-intimidator. The point is, what I say here is not the end-all be-all. This is not the team you want to run. As someone once stated, this team has many weaknesses. For example, it really does not like Z move users. It does not like electric type users, so there's a big weakness there. But other than that, it does have a lot of firepower and a lot of potential. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.